We are in Group B, round 5 of season 28. Przemek played black and Simeon took white. It starts with a Joseki, after which black connects, and white plays this Kosumi. This is a Joseki. There are two common moves, push or Kosumi. If white pushes, then the most common continuation is a jump. White can also jump and go up, but this gives black a chance to put pressure on the three stones on the left side, and many complicated variations follow. On the other hand, white can also play a column move on the left side. Black makes a shape, and white probably adds a move to the group on the bottom. On the other hand, when white plays the Kosumi, the common answer of black is this jump, not that one, but this. Then white can take the key point of black's shape, threatening the wedge Tesuji. Black needs to secure the shape, and he can do it actively with this move. Then go up. White can exchange this in center. And at this point, probably add a move on the left side and let black play here. I think that this would be too much, right? Looks like too much. So I'd say that white needs to play on the left side, black plays here, white answers on the bottom. So it's quite similar to this variation, right? Also calm variation, calm result. But in the game, black played this jump. This jump is also possible, but much less often seen because, unlike in this position, white can push through and cut. This is what happened in the game. If white tried to do it in this position, then the stone at 1 would be in a very bad place, and the black's shape would be just too strong. But in the game, white cuts, and now black still needs to connect. And of course, this Kosumi is much better located than a stone at B would have been. White adds a move, black jumps, white extends on the bottom, and we can compare it with those other results, with those two Josekis, with this one and that one, which we looked at. And well, it seems that here white is just stronger on both sides. So white should be satisfied with such a result. Then white adds a move on the bottom. Of course, it's very big. If white instead plays on the left, then this is black's center. Quite annoying. Later, still there will be a lot of weakness in white's shape. So maybe black could have even started with this move. And well, would we be scared that now white occupies that spot? This would be quite risky for white. So maybe black missed a chance to play on the bottom. Then white gets center again and continues on the top. I think that better to play a normal kick, because this exchange looks, to me, it looks good for white. Well, it strengthens both white and black. So for black, the gain is that it's not possible to go into the corner and make life there. But I think that for now, white wouldn't think of such a play, because it can harm too much the group on the bottom. The group on the bottom is too thin for white to jump into the corner. And in the future, black will be able to play Hane Connect and just get more points. So it should be better than playing this knight's move, in my opinion. Well, it's of course similar. Then white plays on the top, but maybe it's better to play on the left side, because let's see. White played on the top and then black played on the left side. Very direct move, very brave. White might try to split black, but black is not too weak in the center. And also on the left side, it's easy for black to create a group and take a lot of points. Basically, black is putting pressure on white's group. So when we put pressure, we very often end up playing more moves than one locally. Like we get a right to play more moves. For example, like here we play not one move but two moves because white needed to answer to our move. White played here, and I would recommend black to block, to just go for it. If white still answers, well, this was just a good exchange. We can now play on the side. And if white doesn't play there, well, then is it really a profitable exchange for white? It also strengthens black, doesn't it? But black played on the side, and white counters. Now, actually, black played this move, which I recommended. White goes from the top. But well, I think that black is all good. Now, shoulder hit, attach, and black manages to enclose white, so white goes back. Yes, makes sense. And now it's a very big question, what is the status of white's group? Because if it is possible to threaten killing it, then we should really do it, to get that block at 3 in center. This is very valuable. Let's say that white ignores it. Then black takes away white's eye. And can white make the second eye on the outside? Well, it looks not really possible, which means that this block might be center. Or, yeah, maybe black is afraid that now white jumps, I see. But no, actually, not really. The jump doesn't work. So white cannot jump. White can play here, but this doesn't connect. And then black can just proceed by taking away the eye. So yeah, so white needs to play like this. If now black takes away the eye, then white can connect underneath. But black would start with this move. And then white needs to, well, let's say to play here to make the second eye. And the black's position becomes much better. Now this group is much thinner. So this would be good for Przemek. But instead, he skipped that exchange, and well, later will be too late. Because you don't know what happens. Maybe one day white will manage to cut through black's shape, and black will, in that time, need to answer like this, because who knows what will be happening at that time. And later, it will not be center anymore. So you should play it now, because now it is center. You don't miss this chance. You shouldn't miss this chance. Instead, black started enclosing white, but it's not really well played because, first of all, black should start by taking away the escape route for white. Second of all, if we want to play from the top, then we should push. Because if we play like this, then most probably white has a way out by playing some cards and something. So we should prepare. And this push is very difficult for white to answer. If white plays like this, then later black gets a very nice profit in the corner. So white is not likely to ignore such a move. White would usually answer, but then black can actually enclose white. Well, for now it's not a big deal because white can connect underneath. But the best would be if now black plays here and then encloses white. Then white would be really in trouble. But black played this direct move, and white simply took the corner and then connected underneath. So again, black maybe had a chance now to play here. But maybe now it's already too late because white might consider ignoring that group on the left side and attacking black. Black played very simply, black just connected and white connected. So, well, black could have gotten much more from this attack than black actually got. How is the position right now? Well, white has 20 points on the bottom. Maybe 0-1 is more of black center than white, but difficult to say. 20 points plus a few here, 25 plus a lot on the top, 45, 50, plus Komi, plus potential here. So maybe white has up to 60, let's say like this, and black has, well, let's say 20, generously. 20, let's say 28, 34, maybe 35. White has much more, but black has an influence and a move. So if black can get 25 out of here, then black is still fine. Unfortunately, there are also weak points in black's wall. For now, black plays these exchanges, but they don't give anything, so this was not reasonable. And then invades. I think that it would be good to play here. This is a very big move, and if white secures the top, then, well, we can still get a lot. If we just invade, well, it's also an option, but I'm not sure if it is as big. If I was white, I would just go to the corner, because I am not much concerned with what happens with those stones, because they are completely safe. So I would just care about making the other stone safe. Then let's say black plays that Joseki, and then white has time to play on the right side. But white played from the top. If black wedges, then white most probably takes the stone and just accepts everything, maybe. Maybe just like this. Well, black also gets something, so later it will be easier for black to build Moyo. Now this move looks very good. Maybe black could use that strategy, because in the game black simply makes a group, but, well, of course it's worth a lot of points, but we will not get a Moyo. And also this weakness becomes more problematic for black. Maybe white should go directly for this split. But in the game, black made a mistake in this Joseki. The Joseki is here. This is the correct move. Later, well, white might... From which side to cut? Maybe from here and then go there. But this is all right for black. But black didn't play the clamp. Clamp is the Joseki. Clamp is the Joseki, even though white has that funny Tesuji. It's all right for black. It's all right for black. Funny Tesuji, meaning of the funny Tesuji is this continuation and the double threat. But black can certainly accept it. Black might also play such a move. Just agree on what white gets here. But in the game, black is split, and this is really not good for black. So now black needs to make life, but the corner got much smaller. Yeah, I wonder if white had better moves to maybe go for black's life. Maybe we should start with this move. Black still needs to answer like this. Any other move would be unreasonable. So black still needs to answer from the top. Then white extends. But black simply blocks. And it's the same like in the game, right? Like this, it's alive. Like this, it's alive. Yeah, so maybe there was nothing. How about this jump? Some reduction, maybe. Well, anyway, in the game it went like this. White secures the shape, black plays on the right side, but then white still has time to invade. And yeah, this is not really scary for white. White can simply strengthen the group by jumping out. Though, in fact, now white is a little bit in trouble. What if white plays here? If black connects, then the cut appears. So it seems that black needs to use some other move. But then white became stronger, a little bit stronger, and black also became stronger. All right, in the game, white jumps out and then secures the group on the right side, but the big group comes under attack, and now black cuts. So this was well played by black. Luckily for white, it is possible to make an eye. But in Gote, an eye in the corner. For now, white goes out. Yes, it makes sense. This is a very important move. And if white plays here, then maybe we can fight. But black answered from this side, then white gets a good shape and the group officially becomes safe because here is already one eye, and with one move white can create another eye in the corner. Then somehow white managed to cut black. This was not well played by black. Black should connect, even though white gets quite something out of it. But well, if black thinks that he's behind, then I understand the more aggressive move. Let's say that it is 18, 26, 32, 36, 40. Black has 40 points, let's say. And white has 20, 5, 8, 38, 44 plus Komi 50 points. So white has indeed 10-point advantage on this board. So black plays the more aggressive move. But then, in fact, black ends up dead. Now white can very easily kill black's group. It's enough to connect. Then black can do nothing. But now white made a mistake, which still gave hope to black. White played here, not realizing that black doesn't need to play these Ataris, but instead black has an option of playing a throw-in and this one, and this is not a call. Actually, it's possible to kill still. White can play here and then connect, and if black plays here, then black is dead. And if black continues like this, then white can destroy eyes with that combination. It's a bit scary because black can go out, but white will manage the life of his group. So this was another chance to kill black, but now white already didn't realize it and played this variation hoping that it leads to a call, but it doesn't. It is not a call. Black can go down, and now it's impossible to capture black. Black lives with 3 points. Right? Or even 2 points because there are 2 dead stones of black there. Yeah. So this is how it went. Black lived, but still white is good. Now white attacks black's group, and black manages to go out with it, but white is also secure. So now it would be maybe a chance for black to cut off the huge dragon of white, but then white cuts off the group of black, and of course white has more liberties in the capturing race, so black needs to strengthen that group and still strengthen it, and then white connects the other group, and white is everywhere alive, which means that white has a big advantage, and soon after black resigned. In fact, another thing happened, but white had a big advantage. So then another thing which happened was that black ignored white's move, which was threatening the life of huge black's dragon. And then white played this one. And now black is dead. All right, so that's it about this game. Well played by Simeon. And we can move to the next one.